What up, guys? Total Control 871. It holds a lot of memories for me. It does. I put my heart and soul into my job here. I suppose if I'm being absolutely fair, I was a good employee. I just wasn't very good at doing the job that I was assigned. I was assigned to doing a lot of manual labor, stocking, things like that. I had a much younger, much more able body. That wasn't necessarily the point. I just really wasn't good at it. I didn't really have a knack, a flair. Finding space, reorganizing shelves, following a planogram. Was never really that good at it. I was just simply a much better cashier. Apparently the computer agreed with me. The computer tabulates who did the best in, we'll just say best in sales, rather than give a whole big long thing. And it spits out like a little printout of a reward, things like that. And so what then was told to me by the then store, he was the assistant director. Al Granda was his name. And he told me in a break room full of employees that I could not be a cashier because I am a guy. I am male. It was in his opinion that being a cashier was woman's work. And after all, he sees me as a big, strong, strapping black man. See what I'm saying? You know, you guys, you think this discrimination only exists in my mind. It really doesn't. What can I tell you? That was just one of so many different discriminations. Not just simply at Toys R Us, but simply all throughout my 27, 28 year work history. I remember, I don't know if you guys remember or not, from several episodes ago, I referenced a Pentecostal church that I used to go to many years ago. There's a long story behind it. And there I was literally a Bible-toting Christian. I had like a little satchel, I guess you call it a satchel. And on, what was this now? Wednesday when I would work here, you get off work and I would go to Bible study. Or sometimes Friday night, they would have Friday night service. And I would go there and I would bring my Bible in my satchel, and I bring it to the point. They staged, the managers, Al Granda, Dave Spina, and a few others, they staged this faux impromptu search at the end of work. At these very exit doors. At these very... Hold on, was it these or was it those? Yeah, I think it was. The ones over here. The exit doors next to the security office or the manager's office. Ooh. So they would stage a kind of search. It was a search where it's like they searched everybody in line as they left the store, but it was so obvious that the person they were searching was me, the black guy. And I wasn't the last person in line, but you could definitely tell that the whole impetus to the search was kind of done and over once my satchel had been searched. And of course, of all things for them to find inside the satchel, a Bible. And if I'm not mistaken, it was shortly after that incident that there were, I guess they would call themselves fellow Christians, although I don't know how Christian it'd be to, although I don't know if they initiated the search, to be fair. And all of a sudden, although she was a Jehovah Witness, and they'd be in the break room, and suddenly she would be like reading her Bible. I'm not going to say that she was trying to like recruit me or anything, but all I can tell you is that once it was known that I was this, you know, anyway. So anyhow, Toys R Us, it's come, it's gone. The bikes are gone, the trains are gone, the video games are gone. The biggest toy store that was. You know, a rather sad and haunting reminder of how old the store is. Any of you out there, are you old enough to know what a code atom is? And who the code is named after? Adam Walsh's little boy. So sad. That was, you know, that was just a Jesus Christ. But yeah, so our store is gone. Toys R Us is gone. What do we do? What do we make of this? You know. What can I tell you? You put your heart and your soul, at least I did anyway. I wasn't that great of a stalker, but I did have heart. I had heart and I had honesty. And I put my heart and soul into my job. And it did not tantamount to anything. Hell, at least Walmart can say that it offered a merit raise. You know, although Walmart's wages, they're not get out of poverty wages either, you know. Walmart, they got their now hiring sign up, and they're listing it as a career. It's funny. I thought these places weren't seen as careers, you know. You're calling it a career? Like I say, the blood, sweat, and tears of so many, so long ago, created these empires, and just capitalism run amok. You know, capitalism cannibalizing itself. Too many people bloodletting. Like I said about our poor giraffe calf. Just too many parasites. Everybody hanging on. Everybody wanting more than their fair share. From what I understand, I haven't read the details of the decision, but the Supreme Court has apparently struck some sort of a blow to the American unions. Unions. There's a lot I could say about them. Unions have become their own worst enemy. I will agree that capitalism that ran amok, still is running amok, it gave birth to unions. We wouldn't even have unions if the greed wasn't there. So capitalism run amok gave birth to the union. Unfortunately, once the union came into power, you got different unions, but it became quite clear, you know, and it was always the white man's union that always had power, you know, like Local 54. That's hysterical. I mean, I honestly cannot believe how much money you wasted in union dues. I mean, literally, the union didn't give you any protection. It brought you nothing in wages. Nothing in wages. Their starting wage was $7.40 an hour. And you're supposed to be a union. I'll never forget when I was working down there, and the union, Local 54, goes on strike, you know, and they don't understand that you have such little power to strike with. You are basically comprised of mostly, you had white people there too, but it was mostly comprised of blacks and Latinos, okay? You have no power. You're not seen as anything, okay? And when they went on strike, and I'm in the break room, and I see the engineering come in, and they sit down. And I already told you, that's like the Great White Way. It's just all middle-aged white men. They all come and sit down, and what do you call it? They I asked, I said, I thought you guys were on strike. They were like, that's not our union. So, people ask me often, how come you don't monetize the channel, Total Control? Well, because it's pitiable split for the money, If more creators were to boycott the split, the monetary split, then you would have a better split. And I understand I'm just one guy, and I don't even register. Matter of fact, if I were to switch on monetization, I'm like 95% sure that YouTube wouldn't give me any revenue because of how vocal I am, because of how non-politically correct I am. And hell, you guys already see, shit I go through. So there you go. This place is done. It's over with. It really is kind of sad. She just asked me if they were open. Look at how slow they were driving. It's like she was driving all slow, like, what? They're gone. Gone. Yes, indeed, gone. So yeah, hey, I wonder what old Sling Blade's doing, I was asking him, in case you guys didn't know, I was asking him in the original video, does he have something lined up? And I don't know. I don't know if he does have another job lined up. There's another would-be shopper. Actually, I don't know if he's a would-be shopper. He was just kind of over there. Yeah, do they have anything lined up? Where are they going to go? Hell, I wonder where the birds are going to go. There are a lot of nests in that sign. Feel sorry for the little birdies. I wonder where our stealth security guard is. Our neon stealth security guard. Wonder where he is. Oh my god. The flesh flies are coming for me. Alright guys, so this is pretty much it. They're basically just gutting the place right now. And this is everything. This is it. And the flesh flies are definitely coming for me. Another slow roller as they look. I can't believe it. It's gone. She came out and was asking me about the channel. Hey, what's up? Anyway, so yeah, my DEET, my 100% DEET, I don't have it in my trunk. I'm gonna do a review on the things I keep in my pannier. But yeah, so yeah, we're done here. Capitalism run amok. Capitalism destroyed itself. Capitalism touts a lot, especially our Republican Party. It's its spear, it believes in capitalism so much, and capitalism, it is good. It is a working formula, but only when, like anything, if you abuse it, then you're only going to cause a massive collapse, just like at the homeless encampments. Things get bad when you don't take your trash and shit away. You dig? So, like anything in life, when you abuse it, it collapses under its own weight. Alright, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. Toys R Us is done. Everything is done. From bikes to trains to video games, it's the biggest toy store There is gee whiz. Total Control 871.